You would think you can't
Almost
have
every
spelling mistakes in real life, but you'd be surprised.
You also don't think you could really speak in memes the same way that he can. But let me tell you, the very first time I met him, I'm going to tell this story because I don't even care. This is a freaking hilarious story. The first time we met was at an In-N-Out Burger in Colorado. Okay? And, um, and, and what happened was, okay, I get there with a troop of other friends. We're all meeting in this one spot so we can actually meet each other. We're all part of this group, and I have to go to the bathroom when we get there because we've been driving for like 3 hours straight. So I go to the bathroom. He pulls up. Actually, he was there before anybody else, and he watched us walk in. What did you say when we were walking in?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I was looking at them like, oh, I don't
did you
know if it's
recognize us? It was
like I didn't know if it was you guys, and then I saw you, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, that's them. I'd recognize Daniel.
on the back of my head, right?
Yeah, the back
Like,
of your head, like I couldn't see his face. I just saw the back of his head, his hair, and I'm like, that is Daniel.
and so I go to the bathroom, and apparently he walks in. I don't know what happens between then. I don't know if did you meet up? Did you meet the others before?
No, I
you
literally just
get
walked
charged?
into the restaurant and went, oh, Daniel must be in the bathroom.
Because like, and I'm sure they all saw you, and they were like, "Hey, what?"
As I
Like, I'm
ignored
just
them, they're like, oh, that can't be him. He's
well, and at that point, we had never seen his face before either, because he'd made it very clear that like he was going to not take off the sunglasses or mask from the YouTube videos until we met.
By the way, that's just a running
so-
joke. I don't actually care. I just find it so funny. Like, it's just like, nah, you don't get to. I really don't care, but it's just like, nope.
That one day we'll have that face reveal,
One
but it's
day.
not this day.
What is it? Did it? No.
And no, I was gonna say like, wait, no, wait, really? um, so what happens is I get done in the bathroom, I wash my hands, I open the door. First thing I see when I walk out the door is this kid who's like 3 inches shorter than me. And he somehow thought that he would be at eye level with me, but he refused to remove this assertive dominant stance. So all he did was just point his eyes upward. He didn't even put his head up. He just put his eyes up from my chest up to my face. And he's just standing there, and I'm standing there, and in the 1.5 seconds before he says anything to me, freaking out because I'm genuinely wondering, who the heck is this guy? I've never had this experience with a stranger in my life, and I'm just running through all the scenarios in my head. Like, is he gonna like charge me into the bathroom and like beat me up in the stall? And I'm sitting there like just running through all these things in my head, and like 1.5 seconds later, he's just looking up at me, and he's like, "Daniel, why are you so tall?" Like, and he refuses to put his hand up. He's just like, "Why are you so tall?" And I'm just standing there, and I'm like, "Shoot, he knows my name. What the heck?" And now I'm running through even more scenarios, like, what's going on? And then it occurs to me that the voice is familiar, but without the odd mic quality errors of a Google Meet online call. I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, Miguel? And he's like, yes. And we hug, and we kiss, and we dance, and we laugh, and we cry, and we have a great old time. And and that's how we actually met in person
I
for
would
the
like
first
to
time.
say that was hilarious. I've never seen Daniel look so scared. Like, I cannot describe it. It was a genuine, like...
I had a fight or flight instinct moment right
Because
there.
you have to remember, from Daniel's perspective, this is literally you walk out of the bathroom and there's this guy who's like so much shorter than you and just like staring you down.
The whole time, and I'm sitting there like, I think you had also like, it could have been just my head at the time, but your hair looked different then, as opposed to when I was editing videos for you.
It
So
probably does.
I had no identification. I had nothing to go off of because I didn't even know how actually tall you were. You never told us that. You thought it was funny to just say you were 6'8".
I'm really tall, guys. Trust me.
Yeah. And so that happened, and then we meet up with the other dude of the group, and he's like actually 6'8". I'm not even joking. He's like actually 6'2", and he's younger than both of us. And so I meet him, and it's like I've actually known a kid who was 6'2", and he was 12. So this isn't crazy to me. He's a baseball kid, and so he really utilizes that height like a pro. And we meet him, and it's all cool. He's actually been on the podcast before. It was Andrew Cash, the kid who we talked about Inception with. And Miguel's just standing there, and he's just like, I swear, for a split second when I turned around before his face changed, I could have sworn I saw the most miffed expression on his face. He was like, because we didn't even know what he looked like either, because he had no presence online. We had no idea what he looked like at all, but we knew it was him because he was hanging out with the other members of the group. And I saw for a split second on your face, you were just like, oh no, he's that tall. And because like he's a literal head, shoulders, and chest taller than Miguel.
I cannot describe the height group is like fairly okay. So the height of the group is basically very short, fairly normal, tall. And it's like it's such a drastic increase at the end of the height line.
Yeah. Well, it's like we have a 4'10" girl, and then the rest of them are like, okay, they're like somewhere between like 5'2" and 5'9".
Yeah.
And then there's you, who's like, I don't know, 5'10", 5'11". I'm 5'11 and a half at the time. And then there's him, who's like 6'3", and one of the other members' older brothers, who's also 6'3", and I'm sitting there like, yeah, and the really short girl made all the tall kids like get down on our knees so that she could talk to us on eye level. That was hilarious. And you just refuse to do that, so you just squat. And you just like behave like this is a normal day. It was so funny.
Anytime anyone asks me to do anything, I love just seeing them like have to go through the 10-minute existential crisis as they have no idea how I'm doing it. It's like, why would you choose this path? What is happening?
Why didn't you just do what I said? Because it's funnier that way.
It's funnier this way.
That's still like I've met a lot of people, and that's still the most memorable means of meeting anyone I've ever had, because it's at a restaurant. It's out of a bathroom. You give the weirdest introduction possible because I don't even know who you are. And I'm just standing there wondering if I should run back in the bathroom, run out past you somehow, or just instinctively just slap you across the face and then run. Like, I genuinely thought that possibility out for a split second. I'm like, do I have
I
to
thought
hit
you were
this
gonna
guy?
like punch me in the face at one point. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought I was about to get hit, and I was just like, it's all good.
I swear, I was like, what the? Literally, I was like, yeah, it was, yeah. You are probably the most memorable person ever.